What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy, Sypnotic Void, and today's going to be another review. We're going to be talking about Jedi Survivor. This game came out, what, two weeks ago? Um, I think a month ago, or something like that. Um, so I will be reviewing this game today, and I played it on PS5, so know that my experience will be different than some people, but than what you have heard that on a PC and Xbox. But I also will be factoring in those ports, including the release of the PC port, in my review, because I like to give you an actual review of everything. And while I played it on PS5 and not on PC, I'm going to still factor in of what happened on PC, and I'm also going to talk about that. So, what is Jedi Survivor? Jedi Survivor is a sequel to the well-acclaimed Jedi Fallen Order, and it follows the story of Cal Kestis, who was a Jedi. He got his Jedi powers from Jaro Tapal during the Attack of the Clones, and studying with him and going through his journey with him. And then whenever Revenge of the Sith, whenever the Execute Order 66 happened, Jaro Tapal died right in front of Cal Kestis. And so Cal Kestis kind of gave up on the Jedis. And so we get this backstory in Jedi Fallen Order that I won't spoil, but there's going to be some slight spoilers. Um, but if you haven't played that, please go and play that. It's a great game. I gave that game a 9 out of 10. It was awesome. It was really really good. So we play Cal Kestis, a Jedi Knight, who we figure out in Fallen Order, who has regained his Jedi powers in the previous game. He's regained them all back. He's learned them all back. Um, as I mentioned, go play that game. Like it is very. If you are wanting to play Jedi Survivor, I would definitely say go out and play Jedi Fallen Order first, because it helps a lot with the story and how everything goes. So this game takes place 5 years after the previous, and Cal Kestis has left his crew to pursue the Jedi way and rebalance the galaxy. He soon meets the droid called Z on planet Kobo. Um, Easily a top 5 droid. BD1, we get BD1 again. BD1 is my favorite droid of all time. Like that guy is, it's so funny. Um, um, just two top favorite droids in both of these games. In the Star Wars universe. And discovers a new planet called Tanalorr, where you can go here and you can be safe from everything. Like it's a different place beyond where you are, and it's really cool to see this. And no one can find you, and you're safe. You are completely safe from the Empire. There are two main villains of this game: Ravis and Dagon Gear. Both are very good villains. I was very surprised. I had no idea who they were. Apparently, you hear about them in Clone Wars or something like that, or comic books. I just wish they both had better motives than what they got. Dagon has like this sort of like evil, like um, he's like, I want to find Tanalorr by myself, and Ravis is like, cool, I'll come with you, and he's like, okay, and that's what I felt. So that's kind of how I felt. They were both really good villains, though. I liked their boss fights. Bravus in particular was very hard. Um, the story is bigger and better and much more in depth than what I thought it would ever bring. That a sequel could bring. I mean, this might be the perfect sequel. Besides Batman Arkham City, which is like the best sequel of all time. This is like second best sequel. This game goes bigger and brings more to the table than I have ever seen in a sequel. Um, you get more stances, you get more collectibles, you get side missions, you get a bigger story, you get bigger planets, you get bigger. I mean, it goes bigger and better in every single way that you could possibly want in a Star Wars game. And that's saying something, because I mean, this game is massive. Like, you step on Kobo, which is like the main hub area. Um, and I mean, it is huge, huge. Um, they took out they took our criticisms from the first game. Of there's It's really just a linear story. There's not really a point to go back unless you want to get collectibles or something. But here, there's a reason for you to do a second playthrough or do Journey Plus. Um, there's a reason for you to do those because there's side missions, there's collectibles, there's optional um dialogue, and it's super cool to see. Um, with two extra fighting stances, which I won't spoil, but they did bring one up in the trailer, so I'm going to mention that one. It's the blaster. You get a blaster, and I think that happens around hour 5. I think somewhere around there, and it is OP. It is so good. It is so good. Um, more side quests, collectibles. You can customize not just your ship, which they took that out, which I thought was really stupid. But whatever. If it takes that to get what we got, I will gladly take it. But it should have been still kept in, I think, because you still go on the ship. Um, you get to customize Cal. You get to customize like his beard, his hair, his torso, his clothes. Like it is pretty extensive. And then BD1, you get to design his head with different parts, his legs, his body, his colors, primary, secondary, whether it's polished or not, whether it looks like ancient or like very new. And so I was very surprised. You get to customize your lightsaber as well with a primary and secondary color, and each different part of the lightsaber, which I really enjoyed. And and at your resting points now, you have fast travel, which is super helpful. Um, Definitely use the fast travel system if you're wanting to complete this game. It will help you a lot. Although there's only two stances that you use throughout the entire game whenever you get them, or whenever you get all of them and you're like, oh, I want to use these two. There are only really two. The double blades in the new one, the blaster, which I used. But they all feel fresh and interesting. The skill tree is even bigger. You have force, survival, and lightsaber, and you have like 5 different lightsabers, so you get to customize 5 different ones. Force, you have like three extra ones plus a new one and a fifth one, and I mean skill points go everywhere. I mean this goes crazy. Um, with more upgrades. I mean, the upgrades actually feel like upgrades. They're not just like, oh, spin your lightsaber around 5 times, twiddle your thumbs for 5 seconds. No, it's like you get to do a spin cross and then just throw your lightsaber and cut off like 5 enemies. It's pretty cool. Now that we're done with the pros of the game, here are the cons of the game, which I think bring it down a lot. um, this game's second act of the story and the optimization that was put in place. Now, let's just get the cat right out of the bag and talk about the optimization. On PS5, I picked performance over quality because obviously I want my game to run at a smooth 60 frames per second rather than it looking nice. I mean, that's just me personally. The game could not even run at a smooth 30 frames per second that it was intended to play as. And that was through most of my playthrough. I changed that very quickly. Even with like quality, it wouldn't even run at 30 frames. Like it would run at maybe 20, and the most that I saw it go down would be like 15, like at most. It was insane. Um, but nothing is more excusable than the freaking PC port. I don't know. I've talked about this in my Battlefront 2 review, and I knew I would talk about it here.
Stop! Stop it! Please, dear God! Stop with these stupid PC ports! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! If I want to play my game on my PC, I'm going to play it on my freaking PC! Please, dear God! Oh my gosh!
Sorry, I didn't know if I was gonna rant or not, but please fix the gosh darn PC ports. It's stupid.
Last of Us Part 1 did it, Batman Arkham Knight did it, a bunch of other games started doing it. The only person that can ever do a PC freaking port is freaking Rockstar now. I mean, for God's sake, you got out in 2020 with freaking Cyberpunk being absolutely crapable. I mean, dude, this isn't acceptable. The optimization for a PC game today is a freaking crime. All of the players should want to play these games and experience them for what they are. And they can't because this PC port is awful. It's downright unacceptable, and it's going to factor into my score too, because it is unacceptable. Why are we letting these PC ports get in the way of our games? If a PC port is going to like this, I'm putting it in my score. Like, I do not care.
The game was delayed on multiple occasions due to optimizational reasons, and it still comes out in this state, and that doesn't make any sense. If Suicide Squad comes out in this state, then I'm going to scream, and I think we should go on a strike. I mean, until they fix it. The motto of put it out now and fix it later is stupid, and I hope that somebody fixes it. Somebody please fix it. I mean, Atomic Heart, for God's sakes, came out on PC, and it was fixed. It was fine, from what I've seen. And it's on freaking Game Pass! This game isn't on Game Pass either, which is stupid. But, most games don't come out on Game Pass anyway, so. And plus, Game Pass is sort of worth it. I mean, it's $10. So, out of my rant. The second act of this game is so freaking slow. Oh my gosh. So the problem that I have with this game is the second act is a chore to play through. It is so bad. It's basic. Go to this planet, gather some intel, and then you realize, oh, I need to go back to Kobo. So then you go back to Kobo to get this other piece of information. And then you go back to the planet and then do the mission that you needed to do. But then you ultimately need to go do something and you figure it out and it's not worth it. And you just keep going back to the same areas that you've already been through instead of exploring like 20 different planets. Like, I feel like that'd been so freaking cool if like we got to explore Tanalorr and had to get like new intel on Tanalorr, and then you come back and you're like, "Hey guys, I just got to Tanalorr. Like, we got to go to this planet, this planet, this planet," and it's like it gives you open up 20 more new planets. Like, I feel like it would have been super cool if we had Kobo times like 50 on different planets. Like, that'd been so freaking cool. And then, or you're just going back to Jada, where Seer and another character is, which I'm not gonna spoil because I want you guys. I feel like I'm trashing on this game. I'm not. I'm saying go out and buy this game because there was a patch that came out for some of these issues. Not the gameplay, not the story issues, but for the optimizational. And I've heard it's better, and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be playing through it today. Hopefully, on stream. If this game, if this goes out today. Um, but the third act makes up for it for an excellent scene that I won't spoil. But then but it ends on an okay note, and you see, and there's a plot twist that you see coming from a mile away, from like, ah! From like a specific character that you meet, and it wasn't what I was hoping for, but it's okay. It's still a satisfying ending, with the galaxy saved, and you have all these planets to explore. But at the end, I really had already explored what I wanted to explore. I'd done what I did. I got the things that I wanted. But ultimately, the game is really fun. Without the optimizational issues, without the second act of this story, the game is fun. It should have been a game that we talk about for years to come in a good way. Not because it's known as the good game that had poor optimization. I'm gonna go through my second playthrough with the patches and see if that fixes the issue, but they should have already been fixed. And it's unacceptable that we already have these issues, and it's really stupid that these issues are still continuing in our games, including in single player games. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, I've seen so many people have hard crashes, glitches, and we're in 2023, and that's unacceptable. With that being said, this game is excellent, and you should go play it if it is fixed. If it is fixed. But as the way I played it, with the glaring issues and the optimizational problems and the second act of the story, I'm going to give this game a 7 out of 10. I cannot excuse the fact for poor optimizational to give it Game of the Year material right now. If it fixes itself, absolutely, this is a Game of the Year contender. But game developers need to know this. This is unexcusable and needs to be taken care of. Yes, we've been dealing with bad PC ports since like the dawn of PC. But it stops here with Jedi Survivor. It stops here. It needs to stop. Because I want to play my games on PC. I don't want to have to play them on a console and it'd be locked at 30 frames per second. That's why I'm not doing a Redfall review, because I'm not playing that stupid game because of the poor optimization on console and on PC. Plus, nobody plays the game, and so just fix the issue. Unless if Suicide Squad comes out in this state on PC where I'm buying it, I say us as gamers go out and strike until they fix the issues. Until they fix it, because this fix it later motto is stupid and it needs to go away. That's my review of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I feel like if the game had came out with the patches that it needed at first to fix to kind of sweep it up, it could have easily been a 9. It could have easily been a 9. I don't think it's a 10. With the second act of the story, it's not a 10. But with the overall parts of the game, it's a -2 for the optimizational parts. That's how bad this is. And so I know this review is very short, but I wanted to get it out of the way so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Can we get one like on this video? And I mean, we're almost hitting 20 subscribers. Like, that's kind of insane. And so thank you guys so much. Um, I hope to see you guys in the next video. And I'm going to be posting a little bit of a video today on Instagram. It'll probably be out already, so I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I'm going to be streaming today if this video does go up. So, without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, gamers.